Hi guys, it's that time again. Dazzie's Top 20 Selling Comic Books of the Week, episode 187. And tonight I will be discussing the best-selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 3rd of June 2022. Now, since CoverPrice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. And they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. It's really not difficult. But before we continue, if I can ask for you to perhaps subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share. It all really helps my low-grade productions. Okay, let's get into the books, guys. Starting in at number 20, and this is a book that's been in my top 20 for the last month or so. And it's a book that came out around about 3 months ago. And it's a book that has garnered a lot of attention, obviously, firstly with the What If animated show, and then the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Number 20 on our list, guys, is Captain Carter, issue number 1, and the first appearance of Captain Carter in comic book form. That is the first printing. That is the book that is doing the damage, along with the ratio, actually. That's doing quite well as well. Well, this book sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 106% and a high sale CGC 9.8, went for $220. Now, it's a book that I have passed on recently. Like I say, a month or two ago, it was in my local LCS, and for some reason I didn't pick it up. But alas, I did get to the Portsmouth Comic Con recently, and I managed to pick up the second printing, guys. And this one can garner some coin as well. Paid £3.50 for this one, and yeah, decent key. I think it's got long-term potential. There's a lot of rumour suggesting that Captain Carter is not done in the MCU. I like the actress Hayley Atwell. Like I said, I'm re-watching Agent Carter with my boy at the moment, and we're having a lot of fun with that. Okay, number 19 on our list is an Image Comics book from 1992. And what's left to say about it other than it is Spawn, issue number 1. Looking good in the Mylar there. The first appearance of Spawn was Albert Francis L. Simmons. The first appearance of Mel Boglia. The first appearance of Jason Wynn, Wanda Fitzgerald, Sam and Twitch. Now, I like the fact that this book has Sam and Twitch in it because they've been greenlit for their own Netflix live-action show by all accounts. There's a pin of a pit in this issue, second title ever published by Image Comics, and gorgeous McFarlane art. Look at that, stellar, isn't it? Lovely, nice, minty copy I've got here. I sold a VF copy recently. This book continues to fly off of eBay. This time around it sold 25 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 104% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $201. Now this has come down quite a bit. At its height, it was at $320, and that was from a starting point nearly 200 weeks ago of around about 120. So 9.8 settling pretty much in the middle at the moment. Paid £1.31 for this copy, and that was in February of 2018. Said it before, Carby Tony came to the house like the comic book Santa, delivered loads of good key issues for cheap. Okay, number 18 on our list. Delighted to have this book. Received it recently from my good friend James, aka Dragon Ink Comics. 18 on our list is a book from 1980, Marvel, of course. We've had the Moon Knight TV show, and here we go. 18 is Moon Knight, issue number 1, guys. What a fantastic key issue. The origin of Moon Knight. You've got the first appearance of Bushman, the mercenary villain who was alluded to in the show. The first appearance of Khonshu, the Egyptian god who was basically controlling Moon Knight. First Moon Knight solo series. Lovely Bill Sinkovich artwork with Doug Moent's story. There's my AOK letter that accompanied it. Like I say, James didn't know me, obviously. He's from across the pond. Check out his channel. Brilliant, brilliant book. This book sold 21 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 102% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $729.99. And to send me a 9.0, blown away. Thank you very much, James. I've said it before, mate, I would love to send books your way. You can have a look at my eBay store, but mate, my books are not in the kind of quality that you like. Check it out though. Okay, number 17 on our list. Here's a Marvel book, and here's one that hasn't been around for some time now. It is from 2014. And in this issue, the radioactive spider that bit Peter Parker is back, yeah, and looking for its next victim. And as you all know, Cindy Moon, aka Silk's first appearance, was in this issue. Number 17 on our list is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 4. Like I said, from 2014. The first appearance of Silk, aka Cindy Moon, a Korean North American girl who was also bitten by that same spider as Peter Parker. Now, I don't know how many of you know, but apparently in the MCU, one of the classmates of Peter Parker is Cindy Moon. So look out for that. This is an original Sin tie-in. Lovely Humberto Ramos cover. This book sold 16 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 113% with a high sell CGC 9.8. Yeah, they're slowly creeping up again, going for $399. Great issue. I've had 2 or 3 of those in the past. How much did I pay for that one? £3, and that was at the car boot here in Gloucestershire. So a great pickup. Made good money off of other issues of that. Number 16 on our list. We're sticking with that Spider-Man theme, this time from 1993. And of course, we had the Venom Let There Be Carnage movie. What did I think of it? Well, to me, the Sony films are okay. You know, they're in that 7 to 7.5 range. They're not hitting MCU heights. But with Tom Hardy's Venom coming into the MCU, I'm excited for the future of the Sonyverse. Of course, we're getting Kraven. There's Black Widow alluded to. Apparently, Aranya, the Spider-Woman, is also being talked about. We get Madam Web. The future's still strong with that Sonyverse. We've had Morbius, and I liked Morbius. 7.5 out of 10 for me. Where they get these Rotten Tomatoes scores from? 17%? Really? Not for me. But like I said, we are talking Venom, Lethal Protector, because he is alluded to that in the Carnage film. And here it is, Venom, Lethal Protector, issue number 1 from 1993. In this book, you've got the first appearance of General Orwell Taylor. It's the first solo series featuring Venom. Various copies of this, but it's the red holofoil regular cover that we are talking about here. This is the only copy I've ever found of this issue, believe it or not, for a mass-produced book. But I only paid 50p for it, and that was at the car boot in Cheltenham. This book sold 19 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 122% with a high sell CGC 9.8 going for $180. Now mine's mid-grade. It's got a dirty subscription crease down the middle, but I've got it. And I've in fact got that entire run in pretty high grade besides that book. Okay, number 15 on our list is a Boom Studios book from 2022, and Something Is Killing the Children has left a definitive impact on the comic fandom. And in 2019, we saw the debut of Erica Slaughter in what was supposed to be a limited 5-issue series. Now, in 2020, the ongoing series won the Eisner Award for Best New Series. And today, Something Is Killing the Children debuts some of the most collective covers on the market. And this particular cover by artist Jenny Friesen, a bit like Marmite, lover or hater, is limited to 1 per store. Number 15 on our list, guys, is Something Is Killing the Children, issue 23, the Jenny Friesen Virgin Bloody 1 per store variant, guys. Well done if you've got this one. Patrick, this one might even test you. And I think it's just a little bit different because we've got the blood splattered on the face, whereas other versions of that hasn't. I found a 2 per store copy of House of X number 1, I think, the other day for £1, and that was a lovely little find. I don't really go for one store exclusive, but that was a nice pickup. This book, though, Something Is Killing the Children 23, sold 29 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 79% and a high sale raw copy going for $70. Okay, 14 on our list, another Marvel book, but this time from 1992. And there were loads of rumours going at the start of the Disney Plus Marvel Cinematic Universe, I suppose, with all the shows coming out. And really, they were all around about Mephisto, or this character, who first appears in X-Men issue number 4. And that is, of course, a Mega Red. Arkady Gregorovich, a Russian serial killer captured and experimented on by the government. And that character, believe it or not, guys, appeared in the Deadpool 2 movie, and I blink or you miss it, a couple of scenes in the prison. In a deleted scene, I think he's playing chess with another of the inmates. This book, obviously, was a lot of spec behind it because of the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. And that didn't pan out, but it's still being picked up in great numbers. This book sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 116%, with a high sale going CGC 9.8 going for $227.50, guys. That's not a bad price at all, but this is a mass-produced book. Okay, 13 on our list is another Image book. It's another book from that fantastic Spawn run. And as I said last time round, there are persistent rumours that Angela is going to be joining the MCU, quite possibly in the next Guardians movie. Number 13 on our list is Spawn, number 9. The first appearance of Angela, of course, is now a Marvel character called Aldrich Ostenstotter. We've also got the first appearance of Calistrio, who is Count Nicholas Calistrio. First appearance of Medieval Spawn, who was Sir John of York. First appearance of Gabrielle. There's a poster by Jim Lee in this book. Cover homage, of course, to Wonder Woman issue 72 from the 1987 run. Great book, of course. Angela first appears in Age of Ultron, book 10, which I own as well. This book sold 18 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 174%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $170. Paid £1.31 for this one, again from the legendary Car Boot Tony. By the way, what did I pay for my best X-Men 4? £3. I've had numerous copies of both Spawn 9 and X-Men 4. Don't pay eBay prices. Number 12 on our list, Bronze Age 1978. And although there's a bit of a debate when it comes to the first appearance of Jane Foster's Thor, could it be X-Oz 3 or Captain Carter 1? It's that kind of debate, isn't it? Well, number 12 on our list, guys, is What If? Issue number 10. And of course it is because it is an alternate universe. But it's a book that's been on my radar. But I wouldn't invest too heavily in this because I don't see Jane Foster staying Thor too long. Why do we have multiple Thors? Because at some point we're going to get Beta Ray Bill as well, aren't we? Yeah, so What If debuts a different version of Jane Foster's Thor, like I said. And the character in question goes by the name of Thordis, okay? 35 years later, Jane once again pick up Mjolnir and become Thor in the mainstream Marvel Universe, of course, in Thor issue number 1. This book sold 28 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 114%, with a high sale CGC 9.6 going for $500, guys. Okay, on we go with number 11 on our list. And here's a fun little book. It's a book that I made hang on, I'm slipping. It's a book I made a hot comic book alert about, and I had a couple of comments saying how funny the title was. And the title was Dazzie's Hot Comic Book Alerts, episode so-and-so, legendary haircut. Number 11 on our list, from Scout Comics, guys. Scout released a press release announcing that they have partnered with screenwriter James Butler to develop Tom Lintern's post-apocalyptic sci-fi comedy Mullet Cop as an animated show. And Kevin Biggins is attached as showrunner, and Adriel Garcia will direct. This news caused an uptick, obviously, in sales of the book. It's a book that's been on my radar. No luck as yet. Number 11 on our list, Mullet Cop, issue number 1. And there he is, the cop, sporting that legendary haircut. Yeah, enjoyed making that one. And it's had quite a lot of interest because it sold 35 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 212%. And a high sale raw copy went for $20. We're into the big top 10, guys. Not a bad start for me. I think it's going to get a lot worse. Number 10 on our list. There's a book that's been sticking around for a couple of weeks now. And Selena Kyle and Harley Quinn, like I said before, make for quite a pair. Depicted beautifully in this 1 in 25 incentive that comes from Sozomaika. Now, the variant sums up the book's content, a story of a much-needed girls' night out for Catwoman after a defeat of Black Mask. And so Michael's Catwoman variants continue to be hot month after month, with fans quick to hit that aftermarket as local LCSs get stripped of the issue. This book, you know it, I've showed it before, is Catwoman, issue 43, the Sosa Maker, 1 in 25 incentive, guys. I do love this cover, and I think this artist has got a lot of uptake. Like what I'm seeing there, a lot. Just haven't got the room in my collection though for a cover buys. This book sold 14 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 227% with a high sale. Wow. High sale near mint plus raw copy going for $438. And that was after a 25 bid auction. Now, on average now though, they are going for around about 240. So, yeah, you got stung a little bit there, Paul. Number 9 on our list, we've had the She-Hulk trailer, of course, and fans complained. They've gone back and redone the CGI on She-Hulk. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. She's going to be defending B and C-list characters like Leapfrog or Frogman in court. I would love to see Jessica Jones and Daredevil in it. They are rumoured. Number 9 on our list from 1989, the second She-Hulk title is, of course, Sensational She-Hulk, issue number 1. Lovely cover. It's a book I sold a little while ago. The copy I had a little rip in it, but I still made double figures from it. There's money to be made in these issues of Sensational She-Hulk, especially the covers. A lot of them are pretty risque. This book sold 40 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 86% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $260. Number 8 on our list, I've seen images. I'm trying to stay away from the trailers now though, because they give away too much. A book from 2012, we're getting that villain, and that villain is going to be played by Christian Bale. 8 on our list is Thor God of Thunder, issue number 2, and of course the first appearance of that movie villain, Thor Love and Thunder, is Gore the God Butcher. It's also the first appearance of the Necrosword, the first symbiote created by Null. So it'd be lovely to get a little nod to Null as well, wouldn't it? This is the regular, it's a Ribbage cover. This book sold 40 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 95% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $500. I paid £8.47 for my copy, and that was in November of 2018 on eBay. Won't get that now. Number 7 on our list, and we're sticking with that Thor God of Thunder run. Yeah, I've just showed you the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher, but the first issue from that run from 2012 is the first mention of Gore, and that is in Thor God of Thunder, of course, issue number 1. This is a book I've passed on in the past. Never really excited me. Might grab it now though. I certainly won't be paying eBay prices. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 26 copies. Oh, I've slipped again. Sorry, guys. It sold 26 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 147% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $155. Don't go overpaying for that book. Number 6 on our list, just spoke about She-Hulk. We have had the trailer. Again, I'm trying to stay away from it, but it's all about Jennifer Waters, isn't it? Who's going to be played by Taisa Malali, is it? Or something like that. Tatiana Malani, or Malazi. Here we go, guys. You know the book. Number 6 on our list is She-Hulk. Number 1, The Savage She-Hulk, number 1. That comes from 1980. First appearance and origin of She-Hulk, Jennifer Waters. First appearance of Nicholas Trask. Origin of the Incredible Hulk is retold. Cover homage, of course, to Incredible Hulk, issue number 1 from 1962 of May 1962. This book sold 43 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 95% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $919. Mine's a VF copy, but I only paid 20 quid for it. November 2017 at the Birmingham Con. Lovely pickup. Always liked the characters since the animated show. I'd love to get that same sort of humour going. I got a feeling it is going to be quite a funny show. And she's going to talk to the screen a bit like Deadpool does. So I don't know how that's going to pan out in the MCU. It's called Breaking the Fourth Wall, isn't it? And that actually appears in a Marvel Comic Presents. Is it issue number 18? Anyway, I've got one for sale if anyone's interested. Shameless plug. Okay, number 5 on our list comes from a little known publisher called Now, and it comes from 1987. Now, I actually own the movie of this that came out several years ago. I enjoyed it. We are talking Speed Racer. Yeah, Speed Racer, the Demon on Wheels, is reportedly receiving a TV series adaptation, per The Hollywood Reporter. And J.J. Abrams' production company, Bad Robot, is set to produce the series, which aims to get back to the character's roots. Now, Speed is beloved, believe it or not, and first appearing in manga form way back in 1967, followed directly by the animated version in Japan, and of course later in America. This first ongoing comic book adaptation of the manga is being snapped up very quickly, guys, with fans eager to taste the Speed Racer film, once again from 2008. You know, I enjoyed it. It's got a mixed bag of reviews. What numbers did it do? But first I'm going to show you what book we're talking. Like I said, from 1987, it is Speed Racer, issue number 1, guys. I love that cover. That is a very, very nice cover in my opinion. Love how the colours pop on that. It's added to my radar because, like I said, I've got the movie. Not everybody liked it, but I did. This book sold 19 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 226% with a high sell, CGC 9.0, going for $60. Okay, number 4 on our list. We've just spoke about Jane Foster as Thor. This issue is the first cover appearance of Jane Foster as Thor, and it has been in the top 20 for a long time now. Number 4 on our list, Thor, issue number 1. Sorry, I'm having troubles tonight. Thor issue number 1 from 2014. Guys, we all know the book. Here it is. Said it before, it is the first printing. That is the one with the red banner. Multiple printings of that book, including reprints, usually go by the blue border, so go careful when you're investing your money. A great book though, and a book that I passed on a long time ago at the one of the local antique centres for just a couple of quid off my good friend John. This book sold 45 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 108% with a high sell, CGC 9.8, going for $325. Raws on average now around about 98, so I could have made a lot of profit there. It's not a book that I'm going to pay big money for, but if we can find one for a tenner, yeah, I'll take it. I did pick up the True Believers reprint, as you know, guys. 3rd cameo appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. That's just on the final page. It's a reprint, obviously, of number 1 from 2014. I picked this up because there are just 15,715 copies of this book. And this book actually goes for double figures. One of the few True Believers books that does. Okay, number 3 on our list, DC. Yeah, they're back. From 2006, this one. Blue Beetle has been around in some form or another in comics since way back in 1939. And the most recent and arguably most popular is Jamie Reyes, becoming Blue Beetle in this issue for the first time. Yeah, number 3 on our list is Infinite Crisis, issue number 5 from Jim Lee. This is the Jim Lee cover. There are other covers as well. First full appearance of Blue Beetle. This is the 3rd Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes, and who, of course, is going to be getting his own movie. He's going to be portrayed by Xolo Mariduana of Cobra Kai fame. I made a hot comic book alert about this one. Looking forward to that. Apparently it was going to be on HBO Max, but now I think it's getting a theatrical release, and I think Sharon Stone is attached as one of the villains. This book sold 30 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 168% with a high sell, CGC 9.8, going for $400. Number 2 on our list, sticking with DC. Very rare we get a couple of high flyers from DC. Yeah, this is from 2007, and DC and Warner Brothers came out swinging a week or so ago, pushing the market for some lesser known characters. For variety, comedian Leslie Jones has been selected to portray Plastic Woman, who first appeared in this gender-swapped book in an upcoming DC animated adult comedy. With the success, of course, of the Harley Quinn animated show, DC is looking to replicate that momentum with Plastic Woman. Number 2 on our list is Countdown Presents The Search for Ray Palmer, Superwoman, stroke Batwoman, number 1. Yeah, first cameo appearance of Plastic Woman. It's also the first appearance of the Earth 11 Justice League team, female versions of the JLA's main heroes. I think that's Earth 2 actually. Apologies. This book though sold 31 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 178% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $155.90. And we're there, guys. We're at the big number 1, and it is another book from 1987, again from Now Comics. And this is the preview appearance of Speed Racer number 1. We've gone into it in great depths, what's happening with it. We're getting a new show from J.J. Abrams. Number 1 on our list, be amazed if you got this one, Patrick, is Die Kamikaze, issue number 1. Like I said, from 1987. This is going to be a beast of a book to find, guys. Good luck if you have it. But it's something that I would add to the radar for cheap. Because like I said, I own the movie and I enjoyed it. This book sold 17 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 380% with a high sale raw copy going for $30. Not going to be easy to find that one. And I'll let you know, guys, I had 10 this week. 10. 1, 2. I'll just check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 20 for Daz. 50%. Let me know how many you got in the comments. There's plenty more content from me. Bye for now.